when we look into, for example, non-Australian expats who is looking to buy a property in Australia, the rules are slightly different. So to break it down, generally we will need to look at the non-banks because the issue with that is right now most of the Australian banks they are not really taking any non-Australian for a mortgage. So we have to look at some of these non-bank lenders. We call it financial institutes in Australia that can still offer a mortgage to non-Australians who is looking to buy a property. However, there are also another options, which is some of these international banks like HSBC. So they sometimes can also offer a mortgage to non-Australians who is looking to buy a property. And probably to quickly explain the difference between these options, for example, these we call non-bank lenders in Australia, these financial institutes, they're still happy to lend you a mortgage up to 80% of the value of the property. The main difference between them is their rate is slightly higher, so potentially 1 to 2% higher than the Australian banks that can offer a mortgage. So, and obviously because they need to make a profit by offering a mortgage to non-Australians who's looking to buy. So just generally the cost will be higher, but other features like the bank, online banking login, the loan terms, locations of properties, those are pretty much similar to the banks. And obviously, if you have the options, you're capable of doing it with HSBC, then that might be a better option because they can still offer you the bank rates similar, cheaper than these non-banks, and 30 years loan term standard mortgage, like any Australian banks they can offer. So that would be the biggest difference in terms of lendings.